Hi friends. All right, we're gonna pull it together. Say hey when you're hopping on. Has anybody been doing the steps challenge? Today's day 3. I woke up this morning and I looked at my Oura ring just because track my body temperature and stuff because we've been trying to have a baby. But I saw it and it was like 0 steps. And I was like, every day you start back at 0, even if you finish strong. Also, huge shout out to so many of my friends who have been doing this. And I haven't worked out. I was sick in August. Then we had our vacation in July. So it's kind of probably been since June since I've worked out consistently. And I was like, I just forgot how hard it is to get, I'm only trying to get 7,500 steps in. Jenny's getting 12,000 a day in. I was like, it takes hours. So anybody who is getting your steps in, also it's easier if you get them in earlier in the day. But that step challenge, I think it's going to be great accountability. And 2 options for primer. I think I'm actually going to do this one today. But anyways. Hello, Dominican Republic. Where's everybody else from? All right. Have a new jellyfish peptide. So excited because I love the way my skin feels and looks with this product. And I have been out for a few days. You just pump from the bottom and maybe I can't pump upside down, and then it squishes out. Okay, so today is mahjong. And who plays mahjong? Drop it below. You can play online too, and I was like, that'd be really fun. We could play an online game with several people, but so I am in my era. Had kids when I was 19, have multiple children, I have 4 kids. I'm in my era of trying to find what I like. Trying to find things to move my body that are fun, that maybe don't feel like exercise, but it's fun. Trying to find hobbies. Like, I went to a doctor's appointment when we first moved here, and they were like, what are your hobbies? I was like, I love makeup. I love my job. They're like, not your job. Like, what are your hobbies? And I was like, I don't think I have a hobby. Picking fruit off trees. Going to farm stands, like, I don't know. But it got me thinking, I am a grown-up and I don't really have hobbies. It's like, I like to redo, like, projects at my house. And they're like, that counts. I was like, okay. So, but that made me think, it's like, okay, we're coming here, we're moving, we're getting like a new life, right? Not a new life, but a new start of life. We're moved somewhere new. And so I started thinking like, I want girlfriends, I want hobbies, and I'll have to figure out how to make them work in my life. But I think when you put it out there, this is why I think dream boards are so good, because you're like, okay, I want hobbies, so you start looking like what could be a hobby, what could be something, or even activities that you do with your kids, you know, kind of thing. And mahjong has become a fun hobby for me. And now there's a group of girls that play mahjong on Wednesdays. And I got added to the group chat. So on Wednesdays, I've been really intentional to go and not just sit in a corner by myself, which is sometimes how I feel the most comfortable, but I've purposefully, at church, at events, at dinners, at mahjong, been like, I go and I say hi and introduce myself. And then I ask them something. Typically, it's something like, how long have you lived on the island? I have a whole list of questions because that's how my social anxiety works, is like, I need like backups to be friendly. But it's never too late to try something new or go get a hobby. What's your hobby? Drop it below. Oh, Joey walked her dog an extra block and got her steps. I am so proud of you. Doing it together. Okay, jellyfish peptide. This is just gonna help my skin be tighter and look a little better underneath my makeup. I'm gonna do, I use the jellyfish wand. It's called the Youth Ageless Sculpting Wand from Pomifera. and it's under the youth category, and I highly recommend it to anyone who's wanting their skin to be better. I have kind of condensed my skincare routine into a little bit of like more potent, higher quality products, but less of them. So my pre-makeup routine, it used to be brighten, plump, and that was kind of my pre-makeup. Those are still great products. I just find that these, I can like see a difference, and I like that. Maybe it's that I'm getting older. I want to see it working. I use the jellyfish wand every day, and you can use it before bed. Sometimes I don't wash my face before bed. I know, that's bad. Probably 2 days a week I don't wash my face, so that those nights I don't use it before bed, but the rest of the time I do. Sewing, crocheting, gardening, canning. Michelle, I would want to be friends with you. I want to learn how to do all of those things. So I signed up Christian and I. He's homeschooling. And so we've had so much fun, him homeschooling this season, because we're kind of doing it a little different than we've done the years prior. And this season we're doing more of like hands-on learning. So I signed us up for a marine biologist for a day, and we're going to go to a sea life center and get to help prepare the food and help feed manatee. So I'm really pumped about that. And then I also signed him up based on what he's into. He's been doing guitar, his guitar lessons today and stuff, but he is doing different self-help books and different like fictional books, just trying to get like a love of reading. But I signed him up for a ceramics class, and he loves like molding clay, modeling clay, that kind of thing. And so there's somebody here who does ceramics. And so he's gonna do a ceramic class. And I was like, I think I'll do it with you. Adam's dad did ceramics and like beautiful pottery and like potter wheel ceramics, like beautiful vases and stuff. And when Adam always said he wanted to do that. So when I was pregnant with Beta, I got this idea about a 6-week lessons course, not taking into consideration how the potter's wheel and being on a tiny stool and being very pregnant would go. So we didn't make it for that whole lesson, but I'm not pregnant. And I think it'd be fun. And so Christian and I are gonna do a ceramics class together. Okay, what was the orange liquid? This is, youth. It's in the youth category from Pomifera, but it's the Super Oxidant Boost C Serum, and it is a vitamin C and E serum, but it almost reminds you if you did like a really nice collagen mask. It just looks great on your skin. I need to shave my mustache. I just saw that. And get after these chin hairs. I haven't done that in a minute. And I can tell it needs it. With TrimFit. So part of the challenge is take your supplements. They don't do you any good sitting on a shelf. So pick whatever vitamins, supplements, whatever you're taking, and then get your steps in. I don't know the name of this. I have no idea. It's like a milky white. Probably like Funny Bunny would be a good fit. It's not OPI. It's some sort of color, but I would say that's like the closest color that I know of. Like if you did a mix of Funny Bunny and even Funny Bunny and Bubble Bath, if you wanted to do a little pinker. But I've been trying to do just more classy things lately. I know at some point I'm just gonna have like a wild week. Even today I almost put a leopard skirt on and like a bright green top. It was all old and all out of stock. So I was like, well, I won't wear that today. But I'm feeling the itch to probably in the next coming up do something a little wild. Okay, greens, because I love greens with my TrimFit, and I'm gonna put in creatine because creatine helps you not be sore, and my legs are sore. Also, post-workout recovery is really good when you're working out. Adam takes it every time he works out. But today they have post-workout recovery for $10 with any other purchase. Okay, so I don't do acrylic or dip powder. I do something called sculpting gel. Would you be interested when my nail girl comes to see how she does them? And you could kind of look for somebody that does that, but it's like builder gel. And so that's what she does on my nails, and they last for like 5 weeks. So Amy, you would love to do glass blowing in ceramics. Okay, I wanted to do glass blowing in high school, and my dad was like, "You're never doing that because you could breathe in and make your lungs explode or something." And I was like, "I'm pretty sure." It was like 17. I was like, "I'm pretty sure I can remember, don't breathe in. This is like incredibly hot." But he was worried I would hurt myself. So I never did it, but I think it'd be really fun. I'm gonna grab one for you. Oh, my legs, my feet. I told Adam last night, I was like, I need really good walking shoes. Like, I got cute shoes. I wore them yesterday in my life, and they're like Nikes, but my feet hurt. If you have comfortable shoes, like, do your feet, like my feet hurt. So if you know of a comfortable shoe, brand, type, whatever, sign me up, because I would like to get a comfortable shoe. I've not done curly hair in a minute. I might curl my hair with a flat iron today and see how we like it. I haven't done that since it's been straight. Today is just to get ready together, so hope you have time to hang out. I also got in a lot of blue light glasses to do a little haul with you guys. I feel like it's hard to tell online what glasses look like, but I got them so that I could show them to you and you could decide if you love them or hate them. And I got so many, so maybe my next video I record will be film glasses. Sorry. Brooks are the best. You have plantar fasciitis and they're a lifesaver. Okay, I need to look into that Rika brand On Clouds. So my On Clouds I think are too big. I only have a pair of On Cloud Monsters, but I got a size 8 and I really think I needed a 7.5. So they kind of slip around on me, and that's my only experience with like On Cloud. Okay, I started back on this day 1, but I didn't mention it, but it is not from Beautiful You, so it's not technically part of that like steps and sups, whatever, but it's the GLP-1 alternative. It's a natural, it just helps your body. I took off, when I got sick, I did not take it, and then I was just been working on gut recovery, but I am starting back on it because I was noticing like a considerable amount of like just feeling lean. I don't know how to describe it. It is called lean, but I was feeling like I was noticing, maybe not my scale changes much. Over the last few months of using it, I did lose around 11 pounds, but it's more, and I have PCOS. I don't lose weight fast. I have been on a weight loss journey like my whole life. I've lost 125 pounds, but I kind of I go up and down. This is just for me. I'm trying this. It is plant-based and it's branched chain amino acids, and it's really good for your joints. It's really good for weight loss and inches lost. But the biggest thing is it helps with visceral fat around your organs. So this is from it's not from Beautiful You. I love Beautiful You, but this is from a different, they just don't have something like this, but it's called Make Lean, and it's just 2, but I went back on this. Today's day 3 of being back on this. I'll keep you posted how it goes, but I'm gonna take it today. But since I'm doing a SEPS challenge, I'm like, well, I should just start back on my supplements. Started back on my iron because my iron's been low. I'm just added in fish oils. If you want me to do like that kind of video, I mean, I can take all my vitamins when we're all together, but I kind of space them out so I don't get nauseous. Alicia said, I've been on that GLP-1 for 3 months and I love it. My face has lost a lot of inflammation. When I was taking it, I really have missed taking it. And I still was on auto subscription, so I have a couple of them. And I was like, I gotta get back on this because, or cancel my subscription, one or the other. But I was like, I really could tell a difference, like just chiseledness of my face, like my waist. I was constantly getting messages being like, oh my gosh, you look great, or how much have you lost? And so I knew I could tell, like I had kind of gone back up to like a 12, sometimes 14, and I was back down to an 8 or like a 10, and occasionally on wearing an 8. And so I don't know, enough I could tell a difference in my body. And so that's exciting. Who else has been on this and you like it? But it is plant-based, and it is a more natural way of helping your body produce its own like GLP-1. Okay. Oh, when you were little, you were sitting and watch your mom get ready for work or whatever. And I was so amazed with her skin. She had porcelain doll skin. Oh, the only thing you ever saw her use was Jergens. My granny used Jergens. Okay. Tammy said she lost 15 pounds on it. That's so good. And then somebody else said that they couldn't tell a difference. So, I mean, this is why I think I'm super transparent if I try something new, how it works. Sometimes I've tried things that I'm like, hey, after trying this, like it had a money back guarantee and I didn't notice my hair was growing or whatever it is. And I think that that's kind of how it is, just to supplement like your healthy lifestyle. For me, I find I'm not as hungry, and the food noise is a little better, so I'm not catching myself like just being starving. And I liked that. Again, I did not take it when I was, I had E. coli and I was in the hospital. And then I just kind of came off of it for that. And I didn't want to add anything into, I didn't take TrimFit for weeks. This just gives me energy. It has got caffeine. It has amino acids. It makes you feel good. It's got a cactus from India that helps with your, I love it. I've taken it for several years. This is just something new I added in over the last few months and could tell a difference. So it is, I put it in the description of the video, and it's at CourtneySwan.com, but it's Make Lean is the brand of this, and it's like $80. So if that helps you price-wise, there is a discount code, but compared to like shots that I don't know, are like over $1,000. Like I feel like, I don't know if I'm not dropping 40 pounds a month or anything crazy, but I do feel leaner. So that's, okay, I do take TrimFit too though. I know. But again, I think it's like, we are women too, so find what works for you. If it doesn't, they have a love it guarantee, kind of thing. I don't know. I'm also kind of a junkie when it comes to, I just got in a bottle from Amazon of maca and shilajit, and I don't know, I just like love hearing what certain things can do for your body or your brain. Saffron for ADHD and mood, got that in. I don't know, I'd like to try things. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't, and sometimes I forget to take them. Okay, probiotics because I am actively healing my gut from being sick. And I do like taking the Total Hormone Health, but I feel like I have a lot in my body right now, so I'll do this tonight. I'm an easy, queasy girl, so I can only really take like a couple things at a time before I start feeling ill. But that helps with like night sweats, hormonal acne, just like lighter periods, like that kind of thing. I have heard really good things about the Make brands Fit and their Focus. I have their Calm, which is really good if you're having anxiety, like in trouble to go to sleep. Okay, Cindy, I guess it's my algorithm. It's just always showing me supplements, but it showed like a whole study on the benefits of saffron for people who struggle with depression, anxiety, and ADHD. And so I got some saffron like gummies, and for my oldest, who he's not on any medications, but he does have sometimes weeks where he's just a little sadder than others. And I was like, I think we'll try it. Saffron is just really good for you. So, oh, Peggy, I'm so excited for you. That's amazing. Okay, so the Fit and Focused, Joanne, the same place you get Make Lean, you could get the Fit and Focused. They have tons of products. Okay, let's do this. I gotta get ready. Coriander, foundation. Let's just do a little bit of primer. Oh, Tanya, it's your birthday? Happy birthday. Has the saffron worked for him? I just got it in. I haven't actually tried it. But I did get it in. I'll let you know. Maybe in a couple weeks if I'll ask him. I also thought for me, I have, in case you haven't ever noticed, I do have a little bit of ADHD, and focus is hard for me. Medications tend to make my personality like boring, and I'm real focused that I'm not fun, and so I'm not medicated for that. But I would love if maybe I could just, you know, if you get up to turn the light off, you don't get up like 6 times to turn the light off and still end up doing something different. That'd be great. All right. Coriander. How am I liking that new primer? I haven't really used it much. I used it like on 1 or 2 videos when it first came out. I'm just a creature of habit. And so, but I don't know if you can tell, my dewy primer has maybe 2 uses left. It is like, there's nothing left in here. So I was like, I'll use this today. All right. Hey, Adam. Hey, Swan. Hang on. See these? Hey. Hey, Adam. Do you care when you get a chance to bring me a phone charger? Thanks. Phone charger, and I did not turn on my AC because I hate the way the sound like blows. I don't know, it's kind of sensory overload. I also just think it's annoying, but I'm getting hot. Okay, I didn't show you these pants, but they're from Zara, and they are really, really comfortable on. Really, really cute. Okay, so we're just gonna have to deal with the AC, sorry. So here in Puerto Rico, we just kind of have, we just have split units, and they're not necessarily quiet. They're a little windy. But my phone, the screen is getting dark, and it's so weird. The sun kind of comes through here, so it makes it a little hot. But it will make my phone overheat. So I've got to turn the air on, or else my phone's gonna shut off. Judy, you're so sweet. I did not take my hormone balance today. I have it here, but I took a lot of other things, and I just feel like I'm going to pace myself because I don't want to get sick to my stomach. So I'll take it later. But thank you. So sweet.
This phone charger is probably about 17 feet long.
I know. Oh.
Oh, might want to.
Bummer.
Did you want to plug it in before you went to bed last night, or?
I didn't plug it in. How'd you know?
Do we need to put like a vision board together for that?
Mm-hmm. How'd you know?
Or a whiteboard? Ah!
Oh. You want to make fun of me? Okay, so he has on self-tanner right now, and he doesn't want you to see it. So he's like, it's funny. No, so I didn't charge my phone last night. I have this habit of setting my phone right by a charger, but not plugging it in. Maybe the saffron's gonna fix all this. I'm gonna go in with the new, where are they? The new Geo Sculpt from Pomifera. Put this on. This is the darkest one, obviously. The shade is Mesa. Pomifera, I think, has 35% off site-wide if you're needing anything. So here's kind of a breakdown. Most of the supplements I share are from a brand called Beautiful You. Ophir is the main makeup company I work with. Sometimes I'll show other things if I find something that I love, but Pomifera is the main skincare company I have been with for years now and absolutely love. I do use those that Calm and Lean from Make. And I also had somebody send me the Hydrate from them. Well, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm excited to try that. I just like sharing what I love. I love Amazon. I used to love sharing Target deals or fashion deals. I might get back into that because I just have been missing it. Also, I just have kind of been repeating the same outfits over and over and over again. Here it is much harder to shop than it was back in the States. It takes a long time for things to get here. And a lot of times things are already sold out, but if you want more fashion stuff, drop it below. I would like to maybe do that. Okay, so for foundation, I use the shade Cardamom. It is out of stock. I will say the new bronzer color, I used that clay as my foundation last few days, but this is Mesa is the bronzer. If you ever have questions about anything, you can message me. I love to try and help somebody find their skincare routine or what might be good for you, supplement, whatever. Foundation color, I do go on my neck a little, hands a little, some bronzer, just because I need to spray tan. I miss doing fashion stuff. Here's the thing, the fashion is expensive for me to do. So you have to order it. Hi, how's it going? You have to order it and then, either decide if you're keeping it or returning it, and then you have to make enough money showing it that it made sense to buy it. So what you need. Have you started that book yet? No? Starbucks. Did you call Dad and ask him earlier if he was out? We have coffee in there. Are you wanting a coffee or what do you want? How clean's your room? It's my 16-year-old. Not. You go clean your room. Clean.
It's like medium clean.
Okay, it doesn't need to be medium. You go clean your room, clean, and get the first bit of that new when breath becomes air, and I'll take you later.
Okay.
Deal? Okay, but it has to pass an inspection, and you have to. No, you're not good. You're good at it. It will probably take you 15 minutes. Not even. Probably take you 10 minutes. Set a timer for 10 minutes and see how much you can get done. Okay. You have guitar lessons. Okay.
You proud of me?
Yeah, so proud of you. All right, I'm gonna finish this live. Hop up. I'll take you later to the Starbucks. Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me do his hair really fast. Hop in. Say hi to all your friends.
Hi, all my
You
friends.
sleepy today?
Yeah, I woke up at like 9. It's so early.
So early. I only have Vedas. Does that work?
I guess.
Okay. Alright, you just want a pony?
Yeah. So tired, Mom.
Okay. If you get your stuff done, then you can even take a nap.
I can't take a nap. I'll just sleep for like
Good.
7
Just
hours.
to get your stuff done. Alright. Have you showered? Not yet?
Not yet. That's what I'm doing. Put my hair up.
Or you need to wash your hair and shower. Alright, love you.
No, it's fine.
Alright. Alright, on your way. So funny. I really love this age. Like, all of my kids are in. I'm a romanticizer of life. Anyways, I just like romanticize everything. I think it helps you to be positive and it helps you to be grateful. But I probably daily, I'm like, I just love my life. Or I'm like, I love the ages my kids are. Or I love like the relationships and conversations you get to have as your kids are growing. And I think that I have friends who are like, ugh, I hate the teenage years or whatever. And it's not that we don't have bad teenage days. I just am choosing to be like, I'm so glad that, I don't know, I get to hang out with all these like great little people. Okay. I went over, grabbed the creatine, and then never put it in my drink. It helps to not be sore. It helps with lean muscle, and I got it all over my pants. I'm gonna add it into my TrimFit ingredients while I drink this. Also, I gotta get going. Mahjong starts at 11. It's 11:13, but it's from 11 until 3, and I feel like I get there closer to 12. I do feel like I need a little funnel or something. How old? Okay, so he will be 17 soon. And how long has any of you felt like you've gotten to grow up with my kids, like watching my kids? Anybody follow us before Veda was born, or when like Lola was a baby or Christian was young? Like, who's been around? But it's so neat because you kind of get to see kids for different stages, or like, oh, they've changed, or if you find out little things about that. It's just been a fun journey to do this, like, publicly, I guess. You cannot tell a difference in the taste, but you will be able to tell a difference in your brain fog and just soreness. That's the biggest thing I can tell with creatine. I know it says that there's lots of other, may reduce fatigue or performance, helps cells produce more energy. What I notice is I go from like barely able to sit on the toilet, my legs are so sore, my calves are so sore, to just kind of being like, oh, that was a good workout, and I'm just not sore. And that's great because I am kind of slow to heal anyways, and I don't know. That's just great that you can add it and you're not sore. Before I met my husband, way before Adam, is that not crazy? Just over 4 years, so probably when I was pregnant with Veda. You've been around since Lola was 4 or 5. She is gonna be 11 in 29 days. She has the countdown going. Lola loves her birthday more than anyone else I've ever met in my whole life. She has whole birthday lists. This is every single year. She is like this. I need to come up with a new system of like the things I use daily, having them closer, and the things I don't use daily being further away. My friend Maria, fabulous organizer, she comes over sometimes and will help me like reorganize my life, and that should be, Maria, if you're watching, it should be our next project. Ooh, Lori, I was still married to the big kid's dad. That means you've been around for a long time. Oh, you followed right when I started dating and he was my neighbor. The biggest regret I have, I don't think TikTok was a thing, but had it been, I wish I had just done short reels about dating Adam and dating the neighbor and the neighbor coming over and like what he cooked that night or different things, or like what things he did that was sweet, because I wish I had it to look back on. There's a lot of hair tutorials out there that'll pop up every now and then, or I'll see it and I'm like, oh, we were getting ready for this. But I wish I had kind of vlogged that part just to have it, because that was a really fun season. Okay, pink apple. How did interviews go? So we hired someone, she has her master's degree in social media marketing and her bachelor's in business management, or I don't know, business. But she worked for like a medical company before for a little bit, but she hasn't ever done this, but she went to college for it. So I was like, well, that's kind of exciting. And she has a lot of experience with tracking data of what's performing well and what's not. And I feel like since we moved here especially, I just am like, okay, I need to make a video, and I just make something. And really I would like to get to where I am filming more with a plan, like here's a 7-day series, or here are like mom tips or makeup tips or whatever, and not just whatever. Also, I want to do the clothing thing, but I have to be sure, you know, it makes sense that like if I buy these items, I have to make at least enough that paid. I don't have sponsorship. I've never had where, other than Pink Lily, but I've never had where like Amazon just sends me free clothes. I always have to pay for them out of my pocket. I show them to you guys, and then whatever I want to keep, I keep, and then I'll return whatever. Sometimes things just don't fit right or whatever. If I actually wear it, I keep it. If not, I return it. But it's just kind of like a lot of work. And so the biggest thing is figuring out, okay, do we make enough that it makes it worth all the time of editing the reels and making the content and ordering the stuff and all of it. So that's kind of how, for me, how it works. And so for a little bit, it just got complicated when we moved here, and I kind of fell off of that. And it just wasn't, you know, it was like, okay, after I paid for these things, it just didn't sometimes make sense. And sometimes it did. Sometimes it's like, oh, people really loved this one. But that's kind of for me. Now, as you become like a bigger influencer, people will send you free things. And I would love to get to the point where like Anthropologie sent me $2,000 worth of a gift card each month, or $500 or something, and I could show stuff, or Zara. But I did just get in some new Pink Lily. I'll do a haul for them here soon and try and get back in that. But I did really love clothing stuff. I always have. So I just need to prepare my husband. Like, I talked to him the other day and I was like, I could put, this is just me strategizing, like I'll order these things, put them on the credit card, and then give it, you know, like a couple months and see if it makes sense to do that. And then I can send some back if we're not gonna use it, but just see if it makes sense to do fashion again and try it, and then work with these brands. There's a new company called Shop My, and I have friends, it's similar to Like to Know It, but different. But I have friends who've been using that, and they're like, no, I'm like actually have been having success getting my stuff seen or ordering things. Anyways, I would love to do that more Amazon. Maybe more Target. I don't know. All the things. I just want to do everything. That's probably part of my problem. I just have so much fun. I just like doing the fun things. For me, fashion is fun. The time I cut Adam's hair when we were dating. Oh, that was a really funny video. It was during COVID, if anyone wasn't here for it, and I did not do a fabulous job. But we made it work. That was a fun season. So when we hire the new girl for content, she'll work on editing down my videos or getting some plans together or taking content and helping me make it into like, here's some trending sounds or kind of following trends, or here's what we got in. I'm gonna film it and then she can help me edit it. And I think having an extra person here that can help me with that will really help. So I'm excited. And like a fresh set of eyes that's like around that can look at things and be like, oh, we could do this. So I would guess a huge portion of the followers did follow because of fashion or hair. Probably a lot of them came from Launch, but for a while I did, because we had the boutique and then we had, I did a lot of fashion stuff. And so, I don't know. I think that's, I know it sounds silly, but I think that when you lose weight, gain weight, whatever, it's almost like trying to find like what fits your body well anymore, or what is your style. And we moved here with not much clothes, and I just want to re-find my sparkle and my style. Our app, Pam, I'm just a little bummed. So we've been working on the app for over a year now, and we thought it was gonna launch in June. Originally it was gonna launch in March, and it just isn't like where it should be. So we have hired a new group of creators to take a look at it and try and get it. I just don't ever want to launch anything or ask anyone, hey, sign up for this app and we'll do these. It is going to have group challenges. It is going to have like meal tracking. It's just not like where it should be. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. We could have launched it. I mean, it is very much an app, but I'm just not proud of where it is. Like, I think it needs some of the features tweaked and some of, I don't know, I'm just not 100% with where it is. And so we have new people working on it, and each little coding and each little thing just takes time, but I don't ever want to drop something that's not good or that I'm not proud of, or that we're constantly having to fix bugs. I would rather get all of that fixed and then present it to you guys. So I think that's part of trying new things, or, you know, sometimes they work out exactly how you thought or better, and other times they don't. And that one, just, it's not quite where we want it to be yet, but hopefully it'll get there. It will get there eventually. This is red clay. It's an eyeliner, actually. And I'm gonna do my hair. It's been a little longer today, but we're hanging out. We don't have a Kohl's here. We don't have some of the things that I would like. We don't have here. We do have a Zara. We have an Abercrombie. It's just really gonna be that I need to be okay with buying these things and then either sending them back or how much it cost. Like, I took a pause for a while because life is expensive, and you know, all the things, and I just paused. It felt like I was spending more was spending a lot of time on it, and I was spending more than I was making, if you know, kind of feeling, or kind of real. But I also don't think I gave it. It's one thing to just be like, here's my shirt, but it's another to like make a reel and show how to style it, and that stuff is like where people are like, oh, I want that, you know. So I'll get back at it. All right, ready, go. Should we do curly or straight hair today? What's everybody feeling? I also haven't brushed my teeth yet. I hate that. I should have done it earlier. But Adam made me coffee. We're gonna blame him. It's his fault. And then I was gonna drink this, and I don't like the way it tastes after I brush my teeth. So I'm just gonna do everything, and then I'll brush my teeth and try not to mess up my makeup. Okay, let's do. I also thought about, I'm always thinking, I also thought about maybe trying a few options for different makeups. I don't know. Here's the problem. I go live every single day. That's not the problem. The problem is I get bored. I just like to show things that I find to be really fun. And sometimes that can get a little hard, or I get a little bored. But I also don't want to make it confusing that you're like, well, I thought this was the best, or I thought this was the best. And it's like, sometimes I just want to show new things. Curly, everybody's voting curly today. Let's see what it looks like. Forgot to do brows. And I gotta figure out what I'm putting on the center of these lips. Okay, we're doing that. Let me charge up. Turn on. The Duo. Drinks do taste awful after brushing your teeth. Then I have to be careful not to have stinky breath all day. I don't know if anyone else struggles with this, but like I genuinely struggle. It'll be like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and I'm like, I need to brush my teeth. But I think it's because of kind of what happened today, you know, where you're like, okay, this is the shade whatever. We're gonna put that in the middle. Ooh, I love that chalk shine in the center. That was a good idea. Let me grab that one. Oh, this is Nude Sickle. I like this one maybe. Alright, and I'm gonna do just a tiny bit of gloss. So the liner is called Red Clay, and it's from Pomifera. It's actually listed in the eyeliner category, and then a little bit of that whatever, which is like a tan, and I just play with it until I get it a color I like. Adding that light color in there though gives you the illusion, kind of how light hits. I think playing with lip colors is one of my favorite things. Okay, I gotta get going. I'm gonna go down the middle. I have a widow's peak, so sometimes it's a disadvantage. Great, I'm only going to, I'm not gonna separate my hair and do the under layer. I'm just gonna start here and work my way back. So if you have any cowlicks, you can kind of smooth those out. Okay, this is the Duo by Lange, and I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna, how did I get a little? leave a little bit of the end out. I like this because you can straighten your hair with it, and then you can get the ends like nice and straight. You don't have to do that if you don't like that. I personally like the look of if my ends are straightened. Okay, again, I have not done this since my hair's been short. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm gonna stick with doing like that longer section. This is really fast too. I like this tool because, well, it's just easy to use. So it's like a curling iron and a flat iron made a baby. It's called the Lid Duo. It's really effective for things like this. For straightening your hair, you can straighten or curl. They don't have a belt. They do have a Marshalls here, which I love that, but Marshalls is like, TJ Maxx and Marshalls is hard to link because, well, it's just hard to link. So that's a disadvantage with that one. They have a Macy's here, Zara, they have, and I could order stuff. I just signed up with so I'm taking these pieces up here. I have no layers, so I need to take some thinner pieces and curl them so it looks like I have more lift to my hair. I just signed up for a new shipping service that is a freight forwarder. You pay like $1.99 a month, but you could have anything shipped to it, and then they ship it to you, and then you just pay whatever that shipping is. So it costs a little bit more in the shipping, but because we struggle to get some of the things here, that's kind of my option. So does everybody like more deals? Do you like, I like a balance of high and low. Like sometimes I love showing really great Target, Walmart finds, and then I also love showing like a little more nicer, expensive finds. I think I was just getting a lot of judgment too, and I was at a place, I don't handle criticism very well. And so I would get comments like, you're too old to wear that. You should dress more your age, or like, that's too showy, or this like doesn't look good on you. And I just, I think it took the fun out of it because of the criticism. But I'm feeling like I'm in a better spot that I'm like, okay. Or like, I like it better when you only showed this. Now you show expensive stuff. And it's like, well, sometimes I like things that are nice. Sometimes I like things that are a good deal. Like, I just like a balance. But I felt like I was trying to keep everyone happy. And I kind of lost, like, what do I like? And I just want to show what I like. And no one ever has any pressure. You never have to buy anything. You don't want to. But I think it's just more fun. I've been going to a business coach, and she asks me every week, who is Courtney Swan? Like, who do you want to be? What's the best version of you? How does she show up? And you have to be like, okay, that's like such a deep question to ask. And sometimes life gets so busy. So if you haven't asked yourself lately, like, who are you? I encourage you to ask yourself that and kind of look, does your day look like what the dream version of yourself shows up? If it doesn't, you can change it. Be a powerful woman. What are you doing being creepy? You can't do it right now. I love you. Okay. I'm gonna come here. Christian would like to show you just a tiny bit. You have 1 minute, okay? A tiny bit of his new guitar thing he just learned. Okay. job. I think you're pretty impressive too. Want to do it one more time? Just in case. For the people in the back. I love it.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. So good.
Okay.
All right, love you.
I just thought it was really cool.
That is really cool. I'm really proud of you. Sorry. If you've watched for a long time, you've probably seen so much of my kids popping in and out. Sometimes he's the one that doesn't necessarily love being on camera some days or in pictures. Like sometimes we'll go do things and he just doesn't want to be in pictures. But I've always respected the fact that if my kids don't want to be in something, they don't have to. Like or if they do, that they can. And so everybody said awesome job, Christian. Okay, thanks guys. We found somebody that does spearfishing in our area, and he has been wanting to learn spearfishing. So him and Adam are gonna do spearfishing in the next week or two, maybe 2 weeks from now. I don't remember the date. They're going out spearfishing. I think this is so cute. I really haven't done pearls in a while. Okay, now I'm gonna go and take these top sections. So with lunch, they have different sales that go on all throughout the year. I highly recommend stocking up, like if what you like is a good deal. I'm gonna go ahead and brush through this, make sure there's nothing you kind of forgot that was straightened. A lot of times you can feel more with your fingers than necessarily seeing. So sometimes all your hair blends together, but you can really feel, oh, that's a straight spot. Let's take this. You say don't apologize, but sometimes there's just so, the other kids are at school right now. So he's the only one home. But sometimes it feels like a lot of kids while you're trying to work. But they are so sweet. Okay. Alright. See, like here, I was feeling and I noticed like a whole chunk. I tend to go towards the back of my head when I'm curling or straightening and curling. Don't forget to brush your teeth. Don't forget to brush your teeth. I'm gonna drink this really fast. So last night, Veda was really sad to go to bed because she was sad that she is not a brother. So I feel like we're at this age where her emotions are really precious, but also really unpredictable. And she just gets sad over things like that. So like last night she was sad she's not a brother because she's not a boy. And I was like, but you're a great sister, or you can pretend. You can pretend you're a brother, you can pretend you're a dad. And she's like, it's not real. I was like, that's true. That's true. But so funny. This is cute. Really cute. If there's anything I need to add, I'm gonna add hairspray and some marula oil. kind of want more of that 70s bangs look, where they scoop down, like almost like a curtain bang. Lifting back, sides. You could even tease a little in here if you wanted. Why have I not done this? I've had short hair now for months. Why have I not curled it? What have I been doing, guys? Need a couple where I notice it's straight. If you want your curl up higher. Sometimes once you do hairspray and all of that, you notice, oh, I need one or two here or there. So this is the Le Duo by Launch. It's really cool because it's like a flat iron and a curling iron kind of made a baby. So it's rounded, it's easy to curl with, but you can also straighten with it. Now I'm gonna do marula oil, which gives you, I shouldn't have that widow's peak because it makes it to where that hair just doesn't know what it wants to do. Hairspray. Okay, so marula oil gives you texture and shine without the frizz. Right? What do you think? I think it turned out cute. Also, make sure if you think you're going to be a person that puts any of your hair behind your ear, always double check that you got this little piece. I feel like that's an easy one because it's an underlayer to forget. And then if you put your hair behind your ear, you have like a little wonky piece. So always double check those. I got it over here. It's looking good. Other side I didn't. So, all right, I'll show you a full little outfit and then should I wear glasses? Here's one pair. I'm gonna be linking these soon, so I just haven't filmed what I'm gonna film. So here's a pair, it's a full little outfit, or these are a little chunkier. This is without, and then these are a little thinner. Anyways, let me know what you think if you like either of these. Now I got so many little different ones to try because does anyone have the new iPhone, like the 16? Ever since I got that phone, it's been probably a year, but my eyes bother me. I honestly, you know, if you've ever looked at the sun too long, I know you're not supposed to, but you've probably done it. How your eyes hurt, or it feels like your eyes are sunburned. The new phone makes my eyes hurt. I've asked my eye doctor about it. He was like, I've never heard of that. I've Googled it a little bit on Google, but I feel like they censor that kind of stuff. Maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist. I have no idea, but it does pop up a message and it's like your phone's too close, could damage your eyes, right? But I turned that off because it was just annoying all the time. But it really, really bothers my eyes. So I am on a hunt for just blue light glasses that help my eyes not hurt after being on my phone a lot. So anyways, here's our little full outfit. I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna go brush my teeth and head to mahjong, go see some friends, and before I get the kids from school. So anywho, this was a fun get ready with me. Thanks for hanging out. If you have questions about anything, you can always send me a message, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.